Watch the out. Showing it. Showing it. Hey.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 10-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Watch 30.
Now King from the gun, he'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. King operating from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. The 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Michael Gallup, an even 90 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second and 9 now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Roquan Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Bills out to an early lead against the Patriots. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They started on the ground with Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 buds. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch twist.
On second down, Eckler. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
King now to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The tackle by Melvin Ingram. A 1-yard pickup brings up
Charger football to start quarter number 2. 6-0 our score after 1.
49ers nothing.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mark 55.
From the gun, King. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
2nd and 2. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Off. Mike 56. Mike 56. Down to the right.
Operating from the gun, King. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Shift. Watch the shift.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's second down.
Let's get it. Ready? Take the mic. 56 is the mic. Target. Check. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover.
Second and long. He completes it to Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw is King. To throw on third down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well. Allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel. So I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Ready. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Watch the screen. 53, Mike.
Back to throw now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. Past the 20. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's King. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
2nd and 5. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going. I
was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Here is Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
55's Mike, guys, 55. Get him, get him, get him. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now King from the gun, he'll throw. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
31-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Check three. Tighten up. Say. Check. Lucky.
Once more, here's Eckler. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 6. 18 Gator. Hey, watch your leg. Check three.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
That's what I do.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
53, Mike. We want this. Check. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
King on third down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Back to throw. King. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Yeah. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Benjamin. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards on the ground. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And some room to roam now. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. King now to throw again. Got his man there complete to Gallup. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Come get some. Come on.
Looking to throw. King. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So that'll back him up 5. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
53 to Mike. 53.
On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Let's go. Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. That's taken in by the tight end, Perkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check and go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
53, check 53. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Check 15, check 15.
That's caught at the 3. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
He's back to throw. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. N'Keal Harry with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's see what you got. 53's a mark. 53. Check 53.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, I can't reach track.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
17.
Well, going into the final play of this game.